Detroit Lions are about to pull another same old Lions move because this game against the Bears would have broken a long-winded streak of not starting 8-2 since 1962. That's 61 years. And while every Lions fan was up in arms on Twitter and Facebook, and the media was writing off the Lions as a fraudulent team, the Lions offense went to work. Let's dive into it. With 4:15 remaining in the fourth quarter, the Lions needed to score 2 touchdowns and force a 3-and-out on the Bears offense. Going play by play on this improbable mission to win, the Lions start by running the ball up the middle. Why would they run the ball? Well, running the ball ensures the defense has to respect the terrorizing threat of the Lions run game, and that's been their bread and butter all season long. 3:54 to go, third down, key moment. Goff is going to make a very risky decision by firing everything he's got to Amon-Ra St. Brown, and somehow Brown is going to catch it through 2 defenders blanketing him and then get some yak out of it. I don't know how they got away with that, honestly. 3:14 to go now, 2nd and 4. Goff's going to check it down the Gibbs, gets out of a tackle, and zooms downfield and out of bounds, stopping the clock. And this is where I say props to the Detroit Lions. Many criticize, myself included, the draft decisions at the spots they were taken at for Gibbs and Jack Campbell for this past draft. But man, the Lions are continuing to draft really well. I mean, they got McNeil, Branch, Gibbs, Laporta, and Amon-Ra St. Brown, and they have all been incredible draft picks despite where they were taken at. This play is for the tutty. Goff is going to be out of shotgun, is going into his first read, staring at Amon-Ra St. Brown to hold the safety before ripping one to Williams for the touchdown. Now, Williams has been a disappointment this year, and he was supposed to be our wide receiver 1, the guy for the Lions, but his sheer raw speed is unlike any wide receiver besides Tyreek Hill, in my opinion. So now we have to make a stop. We have been struggling so badly to do this all game long at this point, and Fields has been continuing to scramble for first downs, and the Bears are running all over the Lions' run D until now. 2 straight runs, up the gut, and the Lions make a stand. The Lions, mind you, have been extremely good against the run all season long, but where they have really struggled is when they've gone up against mobile QBs, which is concerning when looking towards the playoffs this year, but it's third down in town, and we have to lock it up.
Fields launches deep, got Scott out there.
That was so close to being a game ender. It's unbearable. Sutton on this play simply got smoked. No way to phrase it, no way to maneuver and defend him. He got wrecked. And thankfully, the wide receivers slowed down on the route, making him just a tad late on the ball. And Justin Fields, as bad or as good as he is as a QB, he has one of the most accurate deep balls in the NFL, which makes no sense. So you got blessed, Lions fans, because that would have been game over. The Lions now are going to set up shop looking good. 2:33 to go in the fourth quarter, 1 timeout left, and the Bears decided to give them lots of real estate. And we're going to check down, and we're going to throw short over and over again. Death by 1,000 cuts. The thing is, throughout this drive, the Bears were expecting Goff to try and push the ball down the field. But that's kind of what's different between the old Goff and the new Goff. He's matured so much, learning to remain calm and level-headed. And despite having an awful game, like this game was worse than the Ravens games for Goff, but this is what makes QBs really the guy, is when he messes up and he comes back to make it right and not continue to melt down. So the Lions are going to try to take a shot at Williams, but it really shows how much Williams is nowhere close to being a wide receiver 1 for the team. But taking advantage of the 2-minute warning, the Lions know the Bears are going to be expecting them to pass. So the Lions give it off to Montgomery, letting him rumble through the middle to get to midfield. And this is where Goff really starts to pick the Bears apart. Checking down the Gibbs or Montgomery, tossing a changeup in there with a run up the gut, and then using quick outs to move the chains and stop the clock. And after an amazing catch by Amon-Ra St. Brown, the Lions finish it off by giving it to their thunder and lightning. Gibbs, the speed to get out to the goal line, and Montgomery with the finishing blow. The Lions are going to go for 2 because if the Bears march down the field and get a field goal, they'll at least be tied up. So the Bears are going to be bouldering up on the goal line. The Lions pull a switcheroo finally. play action to a wide open Laporta. If you remember the Lions-Chargers game, after the game, Khalil Mack said, when they were expecting one thing, the Lions would do the complete opposite. And all that credit goes to Ben Johnson. But we're not done yet. The Bears technically have a chance. And if you remember, Mahomes went back to win a game at a very similar time, and honestly I think it was less too, but have no fear, Lions fans, though. Your guy, your favorite defensive star, Aiden Hutchinson, powers through, slaps the ball out of Fields' hands, and creates a safety after runs after the ball, only for the tackle to kick it out of bounds. What a game.